doom. First 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 doom.
Need equipment.
First doom.
Help me! Help me! Tons of people here. Tons of people here.
Takedown.
Good job. Thanks. Need equipment. Thanks. Need equipment.
First doom.
Help me!
First doom. Double takedown. Double takedown.
Need equipment. Help me!
First doom. Help me! Double takedown.
Good job. Resources here. I want it, thanks. Need equipment. Follow me.
Double takedown. Free Fire India 8.
Heading to supply point. Help me! Help me!
First doom. Ace!
Thanks. Need equipment. Need equipment.
Double takedown.
Help me!
Triple takedown.
I need glue wall.
First doom.
Help me!
Now into stealth mode.
Help me! Watch your back!
Now into stealth mode.
Double takedown.
I need glue wall.
Double takedown.
Need equipment.
First doom. Double takedown.
Resources here. Need equipment. Resources here. Help me!
First
Help me!
doom. Double takedown. Triple takedown.
Head there. Need equipment.
Doom! Double takedown!
tu putu trata y goles up. Tu putu trata y goles up.
चिप्स दे दो मुझे भी।
Trupas entre lolo.
Payment received.
यार तुम्हारी बैंक स्टेटमेंट इतनी लाइट कैसे?
यूपीआई लाइट से।
यूपीआई लाइट में बस एक अमाउंट डालो और बैंक स्टेटमेंट की हर छोटी ट्रांजैक्शन की एंट्री से मुक्ति पालो। यूपीआई लाइट लोड मत लो।
Free Fire India.
It's showtime.
Tastes sweeter with superior firepower.
मैं खाता हूँ, लगता हूँ, फिर खाता।
Head there.
First doom. Double takedown.
Is that all? Disappointing.
Head there.
चितोरा जैसे परी।
First doom.
Help me!
Double takedown.
Good job.
Is that all? Disappointing.
Need equipment. Help me!
First doom.
Thanks. Help me!
Double takedown.
Thanks.
Is that all?
Resources here. Resources here. I want it, thanks. Need equipment. Head there. Resources here. I want it, thanks.
First doom. Double takedown. Hello, Moto.
Moto G67 Power. Never miss out.
जिनको लाइफ में थोड़ा कम मिला उनके लिए थोड़ा ज्यादा 3 गुना ज्यादा
डिनशॉस कोन के नीचे वाली चॉकलेट अब 3 गुना ज्यादा दिलदार डिनशॉस
Help me! Enemy spotted. First doom.
Enemy spotted. Thanks.
Double takedown. Double takedown.
You know how it works. We fall, we get up, we keep fighting.
Head there.
Head there.
Heading to supply point.
First doom. Enemy here. Enemy spotted. Double takedown.
Resources here. Thanks.
Head there. Go for the airdrop. First doom. Enemy down here. Double takedown.
Is that all?
Resources here.
I need equipment.
Need equipment.
Head there. Thanks. Enemy spotted. First doom.
Head there.
Takedown.
Thanks.
Create a system to clear my case backlog.
दोस्तों, जब जनगणना अधिकारी आपके दरवाजे पर आए तो वो आपसे फोटो आईडी, दस्तावेज और यहाँ तक कि आपके फोन का ओटीपी भी मांगेंगे। जरा संभल के रहिए। बिल्कुल गलत। आइए आज सच जानते हैं। जनगणना अधिकारी कभी भी आपसे फोटो आईडी, ओटीपी या कोई भी दस्तावेज नहीं मांगेंगे। बस उनके सवालों का सच्चाई से जवाब दीजिए। ऐसी अफवाहों से दूर रहिए और जनगणना में जरूर हिस्सा लीजिए।
हमारी जनगणना, हमारा विकास।
Thanks.
Is that all? Disappointing.
Head there. I need equipment. Thanks.
Help me!
First doom. Enemy spotted. Enemy here. Double takedown. Double takedown. Enemy spotted. Help me. Help me! Double takedown!
Is that all? Disappointing.
Heading to supply point.
First doom! Enemy here! Enemy spotted!
Head there.
Double takedown! Triple takedown!
अगर मैं इसको ऐसे ऑरा फार्मिंग करते हुए खाऊं, ऐसे भालू से लड़ते हुए खाऊं, अरे पूरी ऐड में सिर्फ खाते हुए दिखूंगा तो मजा कैसे आएगा?
सर आप पहले खाना शुरू तो कीजिए। एंड कट इट।
Down.
Thanks.
Is that all? Disappointing.
Skill on cooldown.
First doom. Double takedown. Double takedown. Triple takedown.
Is that all?
Need equipment. Resources here. Thanks. Need equipment. Help me!
First doom.
Help me!
Double takedown. Triple takedown. Double takedown.
Is that all? Disappointing.
Need equipment. Help me!
First doom.
Help me!
Double takedown.
Moto.
Introducing Moto G57 Power. Be unstoppable.
भाई
600
इतने पेमेंट ऐप्स पर सेफ कौन सा?
अरे सेफ्टी की चिंता तो स्विच टू भीम। एकदम सेफ और भरोसेमंद। रिवॉर्ड्स भी मिलते रहते हैं। पाओ 20 रुपए का कैशबैक, 20 रुपए से ज्यादा की पहली पेमेंट पर। भीम ऐप से करो पे।
इट्स द माही वे।
Thanks. Help me!
Is that all?
Resources here. Resources here. Need equipment. Need equipment. Resources here.
First doom.
Thanks. Help me!
Free fire is...
Revenge tastes sweeter with superior firepower.
Head there. Help me!
Double takedown.
Thanks.
Triple takedown.
Is that all? Disappointing.
First doom. Double takedown. Double takedown. Triple takedown.
You know how it works. We fall, we get up.
Need equipment.
Keep fighting.
Need equipment. Go for the airdrop.
First doom.
Help me! Enemy spotted!
You know how it works. We fall, we get up, we keep fighting.
Need equipment. Head there. Need equipment. Need equipment.
भाई मैं ये सोच रहा था, अगर एक दिन में 1 सब्सक्राइब बढ़ रहा है तो 1 मिलियन सब्सक्राइब होने में कितना दिन लग सकता है? लगभग 1 मिलियन दिन। वही अगर दिन में 10 सब्सक्राइब बढ़ रहा है तो 1 मिलियन सब्सक्राइब होने में लगभग, अरे यार मैं क्यों काउंट कर रहा हूँ, क्योंकि तुम लोग तो सब्सक्राइब करने वालों में से हो नहीं। कोई बात नहीं, जो लोग सब्सक्राइब नहीं करना चाहते हैं वो स्किप कर सकता है।
I didn't choose to lead. Leadership chose me. 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 The crew needs its defenders.
Ultra takedown. Unstoppable. Rampage.
I placed the super bonfire.
Hello. Hey, you're right.
Enemy very close.
First,
Help me. Enemy very close. Help me. Enemy very close.
Double takedown.
Need equipment. I placed the super bonfire. Help me. I placed the super bonfire. Enemy very close.
Double takedown. What doesn't break me makes me stronger.
I placed the super bonfire. Place the super bonfire.
First doom.
Help me. Enemy very close. I need blue wall.
Double takedown. What doesn't break me makes me stronger.
Need equipment. Need equipment. I placed the super bonfire.
Double takedown.
Good job.
What doesn't break me makes me stronger.
Resources here. Need equipment. Need equipment. Place the super bonfire!
First doom.
I placed the super bonfire! Head there. Enemy spotted.
Double takedown.
I placed the super bonfire!
First doom.
Help me!
भाई जल्दी आ 2 नंबर भाई जल्दी आ जा भाई जल्दी आ जा
कम जाना ये घर है तो आप तो घर करावे मेरे भी शुरू हुआ है
Thanks.
बनाना करिए क्या उड़ रे
Enemy!
Double takedown.
Help me! Enemy very close!
मैंने खा ली
शॉपिंग के लिए खा लेंगे 3-4 खा ली 3-4 I protect those that need it. I didn't choose to lead. Leadership chose me. fight for more than power. You fight for the
Restore EP for everybody.
Fear won't hold in the street.
Quick EP conversion for everybody. Restored EP for everybody.
Fear won't hold in the street.
Restored EP for everybody. Resources here. Resources here. for everybody. Restored EP for everybody.
Doesn't break me, makes me stronger.
Quick EP conversion for everybody. Resources here.
First doom.
What doesn't break me stronger.
Quick EP conversion for everybody.
दोस्तों प्लीज इस वीडियो को स्किप मत करना, गाइस हर एक क्रिएटर जीरो से शुरू करता है, छोटा क्रिएटर हो या फिर बड़ा क्रिएटर, और हर एक क्रिएटर अच्छे से मेहनत करके वीडियो बनाता है। फर्क बस इतना है कि हम जैसे छोटे क्रिएटर का वीडियो स्किप किया जाता है और बड़े क्रिएटर का वीडियो के लिए लोग इंतजार करते हैं।
First doom. First doom. First doom. First doom. First doom. First doom.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. What if I told you this isn't even my real voice talking right now? It's actually a clone of my voice from Fish Audio. Shh, don't tell anyone. And today I'll show you
exactly how to make your own voice just like this.
Oh, thanks, Elon.
Don't worry, bro, I got you.
Yeah, what he said. Bro, the intro. Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Sunny here. If you want to learn about AI or anything in that field, then you're in the right place. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this. So today we're doing something pretty fun. We're going to be testing Fish Audio's brand new S2 Pro model. I'm going to show you how you can use it, add different kinds of emotions to the voice, even have things like multi-character segments. It's crazy. And then how you can take it a step further and add it into something like your own app. And a big shout out to Fish Audio for sponsoring this video. They actually gave me access to this model early, so I've been playing around with this for quite some time. Go ahead and head over to the first link in the description and you'll land over at Fish Audio's homepage. Now, this is pretty cool. They actually have a really nice interactive element kind of demo here. So you can actually go ahead and select on the different types of speaker. And the one that I straight away went to, of course, was Elon Musk. And this is what I found so cool. So you actually have these square brackets, and these square brackets basically are the emotion that you're trying to emphasize when you're trying to get the voice to act in a certain way. And they have certain tags, but I thought, okay, maybe we can go ahead and add in whatever we want in these tags, and you actually can. So let's go ahead and change it. So I'm gonna show you an example of this. Let's generate and play this. And this would be Elon Musk saying something. Oh.
The key to effective noise reduction is understanding signal processing at a fundamental level.
So that's pretty damn good, yeah? And now if we went ahead and changed this up, so in this case, let's go ahead and say, and I've added in the following. So it says, I'm Elon Musk, and then it says laughing hysterically. So I've not practiced this one. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's click on regenerate and see what it says.
Elon Musk, and on understanding signal processing at fundamental level.
Like that's pretty crazy. And it gets better because you can actually clone your own voice. So in this case, you can even try that here if you want, and also speech to text. Now I'm going to show you how you can do all of this inside the dashboard. But we can also going to go ahead and dive into a demo where I've gone ahead and prepped everything. The link to that is in the GitHub down below. So you can go ahead and check the description of this video. And I've included the entire GitHub repo for free. And we've got a couple of demos here. We're going to run through all of them in just a sec, right? But pretty much we can do everything from text to speech, speech to text, search different voices, clone our own voice. And I'm actually going to show you that in action right now. So I've actually cloned my voice before. And look at this. If we go to cheerful welcome and welcome to the Fish Audio demo. So I've gone ahead and gave it an example here. But look at this, guys. If I go ahead and click on generate audio now, it's going to call the API and watch this. Welcome to the Fish Audio demo. Try changing this text or add your own emotion tags to guide the voice. That's scarily good. Okay, that's scarily good and it's wild. And I'm gonna show you how easy it is to do that. Okay, so how do you actually do this yourself? Let's jump in and see how. So at the top of the page, you have this link open up. Let's click it. If you haven't logged in, it's obviously gonna prompt you to log in. I've got my access here already sorted. So you just need to sign up. Then on the side is where the magic happens. So we have the voice changer, speech to text, and all these things, right? So I wanna go ahead and show you something pretty cool first, text to speech. Now, it's not just one character. You can have multi-character segments. Think about all the cool things you can make here happen. So I've got a couple of little setups here. I'm going to go ahead and click on add speaker, and I can add in again, like for example, Sarah and Elon are having a conversation. So I'm going to fill this in and be back in 1 sec. Okay, so I've pre-filled a few things. In this case, we've just got a little dummy conversation here. And then they actually have this very cool enhance button. So if I click this now, it will analyze the text and make it more expressive with the emotion tags. Now, those emotion tags aren't actually specific. You can write anything like I showed you, right? So excited, hi Sarah, how's your day going? So let's give it a try. So in this case, I'm gonna click on generate speech. And then we wanna make sure we're in the new S2 Pro model.
Hi Sarah, how's your day going?
Oh, hey Elon, when's the next launch to Mars?
Honestly, I'm just hoping the next rocket doesn't blow up. But you can feel free to help out if you want.
Yeah, I think I'll leave the space making to you guys.
That is very natural. And what they do is they give you 2 samples every time. So you can have sample A and sample B.
Hi Sarah, how's your day going?
Oh, hey Elon, when's the next launch to Mars?
Honestly, I'm just hoping the next rocket doesn't blow up.
So I preferred sample A in that case. And again, every time you generate it, it's going to have a little bit of variation. So this is a cool way of like sort of testing it out to get to know it. But I thought this was a very cool feature to demo things out. And also you can go ahead and save, your different favorite voices and so forth. But you've got a couple of tweaking options if you want to speed it up and so forth. And then you've got a few little toggles here that you can play around with yourself. But the most interestingly scary one that I found was actually voice cloning. So all you need to do, and I recommend, obviously I record with this, which is a very high quality Shure microphone, but you don't actually need the most high quality. The better you have in terms of quality, the better it's going to be. but I'm going to go ahead and upload something right here. So I've actually created a little snippet. So this is a snippet I made earlier. What if coding wasn't just you staring at a blank editor anymore? We're entering a new era of software. So basically, I'm just sat there and I spoke for a minute. Okay, so you just need to record. I was talking about software. It started off robotic and then it became a bit more human. Then I click on open, and now you can see once it's uploaded, we click on analyze audio. Okay, so it's going to go ahead and analyze it, and what it's doing right here is it's basically extracting all the patterns from my voice, and it's going to create a mappable voice that I can literally just type anything for. And now I thought this was very cool because sometimes when we're shooting videos, sometimes I need to reshoot something and I might not be in the studio. I might not be, I might be super busy. So now effectively, if we need a small segment when I'm maybe got B-roll on the screen, things like this are very, very helpful for creators. And I can imagine in a bunch of different scenarios, this could be helpful for a lot of people. So you really want to make sure to go ahead and give this a try yourself. It's kind of cool to see for yourself. So then you're going to click to continue to details. And then you want to go ahead and pop in your name. So in this case, I'm going to say Sunny, and then you can go ahead and give a description and so forth. It's already figured out a bunch of things like from me. So in this case, I was calm, narration style, professional, male, middle-aged, yes. And then we got the use cases of what you might be talking about, okay? So in this case, I can just leave this. Now I'm going to make mine private, and I would recommend maybe you do as well, unless you're comfortable making it public. But this I thought was very good that they had this, so that way you can actually go ahead and obviously not have your voice be publicly available. So we're going to go ahead and click on create next, and then there we have it. And now, simple as this, I can go ahead and just click on the default sample. So let's try it out. So we're entering a new era where AI isn't just autocomplete, it's becoming a real coding partner. You can describe what you want to build, and AI can plan, write, and debug the code, freeing developers to focus on the bigger picture and true innovation. Guys, that's wild. That is actually kind of like freakily good, right? So in this case, if I click on use voice, and let's say, for example, I wanted Sunny to be in this conversation instead, right? So it says, hi, Sarah, how's your day going? Oh, hey, Sunny, what's your next launch from Mars? And then we can get rid of these for now. So once we have it down, let's go ahead and change something up here. So I'm going to go and say something like, even if you write something like cost aggressively, right? Cost aggressively. And you can just type in whatever you want here and the emotion will be applied, okay? So let's click on generate speech, and this blew me away. Hi, Sarah, how's your day going?
Oh, hey, Sunny. When's the next launch to Mars?
Like, I don't know how they did that, but that's pretty cool, right? And you can type anything in, and pretty much, and it's going to try to figure it out. I've done laughing, coughing, kind of random quirk, but it makes the realism kick in a bit more. I thought it was really, really cool. So that's cloning your own voice. Now, of course, they have a bunch more things that you can do, right? I'd recommend you, once you're in the studio, you go ahead and have a look. But me being a developer, I wanted to see how I could actually be using this in something like an Next.js app. So that's what I'm going to be showing you next. And what I want you to do is go to the developer tab, and then you need to simply go to the dashboard, and you can basically get a feel for how you can use this. Whether it's a REST API call, you can pretty much, communicate to their backend. That's one way of doing it, but they do have a Python and a JavaScript SDK. And I'm going to show you how we can do that as well. So in this case, I've got a little bit of a balance on this account, but you can go ahead and actually get started with yours by simply creating an API key. So first thing you want to do is create an API key. So I've already got mine here. You can go ahead and create yours. I've been draining this a ton. And when I tell you, it doesn't cost much at all, right? It's really, really quite awesome on the pricing side of things. But once you've got this down, I want you to simply go over to their documentation. So they have their documentation back over at the dashboard at the top. So you've got view docs and API reference. We're going to click on view docs, and then you've got your quick start guide. Okay, so I like this, how they actually have the actual overview with their own audio voice, and you can actually change the voice here. It was kind of a cool touch. So this is going to run you through everything, and then how to basically go ahead and create your first request. Now in this case, we're doing JavaScript. So you can pretty much feel free to follow through, see how to go ahead and do everything. And it's basically going to allow you to get started with it, right? You also have all the different features. So, from text to speech, emotion control. But if you want to have everything in the simplest way, go down here and you can pretty much have your authentication, text to speech, and also WebSocket. This one I thought was the most coolest. And this is for streaming. Now, this is more handy than it sounds, because if you need low latency, so for example, if I want to reply really quick, instead of waiting for the entire segment to come back, which can take a bit of time, even if it's quick, 5 seconds, for example, would feel long to a user. sometimes we need it immediately as soon as the first few words are available to start streaming in. And this is exactly why that happens. So I'm going to jump over to our demo now and show you what you need to do. So down below in the description, you have access to the Fish audio demo. I've included everything for free. You just need to go to that link and then you want to grab this and git clone this repo. Okay. Once you've done that, I've actually got mine up and running. So I'm going to go ahead and pop mine on the screen. Well, here we have it right here. Then I've already made things really, really nice and clean. So effectively, all you want to do to get started is go ahead and add in a .env file over on the left. And then at the root of your file, I'm going to go ahead and add in your own key, right? So it's as simple as that. You add in your key, save the environment file, close it. And then to go ahead and run this, you just want to do, for example, npm run dev, right? Now, if you've just installed it or imported it, sorry, from GitHub, then you want to firstly run npm install. And then of course, if you want to change to pnpm yarn, you can do that and delete the package lock. But in this case, I've already done npm install, right? So in this case, you can check for yourself. I've already ran this. So I'm going to go ahead and do npm run dev. And this will spin it up locally on my machine. We can then pull it up in localhost 3000 and then we get the demo. Okay, so I've divided things up into 5 different areas. So that way I've got kind of demos for you to play with, as well as the code snippets, and show you how easy it is to get this up and running. So first up, I've already shown you how we can do this, right? The most kind of cool one I would say here is the streaming. But first off, I want to show you a few others that we can do. So speech to text is another one. If we click on this right here, I've got an audio sample. What if I told you this isn't even my real voice talking right now? So that was actually a sample of when I got it created, and you heard that in the intro of this video. If I go ahead and do this, click on transcribe, you'll see that was pretty damn quick, guys. Right? So it goes ahead and tells you exactly what I said. And then the same for searching voices. If I was to go ahead and type in, for example, this one blew me away actually. If we type in Joe Rogan and click on search voices, now if I do, I think it was this one, click on the Joe Rogan. And if you click on use, basically the demo that I've created just pops it in here, the voice ID. Now, if we do the sample text, you know, you can change that to whatever you want. Generate audio, watch this. And it's blazing fast as well. Okay, here we go.
Welcome to the Fish audio demo. Try changing this text or add your own emotion tags to guide the voice.
That's scarily good, right? Let's try another one. So in this case, I went to the top one, click on generate audio.
Welcome to the Fish audio demo. Try changing this text or add your own emotion tags to guide the voice.
Okay, so you guys can see for yourself which one you prefer, but obviously you can try it a couple of times. Now, what I haven't shown here is you can actually tweak those parameters like the speed and a few of those things. So that's all in the docs over here, right? So you can actually go in and sort of mess around with everything inside of the API. But the more important one is cloning your voice. So in this case, I've already cloned my voice. I'm going to do it again from scratch. I'm going to say Sunny version 2. I'm going to give my file. So in this case, this was the file that I gave earlier. And then I'm going to click on create voice, right? And in this case, it should pop up with a V2 in just a moment. And then we can actually use that new voice, which is going to be the one effectively that I showed you. We're going to go ahead and try it out. So I'm going to use Sunny V2. It's done. Use it. Now it's here. You can see that's the same ID. And then let's generate the audio. And it's wildly simple. That's what I really liked about it to get this working. Welcome to the Fish audio demo. Try changing this text or add your own emotion tags to guide the voice. Okay, thing, right? But the more important one is this. Now, the use case for streaming, I would say, let's say, for example, you made some kind of AI assistant and you had some kind of chatbot going on forward, right? So say your user is trying to ask your support agent a question. And naturally, when you have a conversation, you expect to get a response in a pretty quick time. It's not like somebody will pause in front of you for 5 seconds and then reply to you. So in this case, I've gone ahead and implemented a demo here, and we've got a nice little story that's going to go ahead and get shown. Now, if we had to wait for this to go ahead and resolve without streaming, it would look like something like this. So if I click on generate, you can see it takes a while, you know, even though it's quite quick, it's going to still take time, and your user is waiting this entire time, right? And then it comes back. But if we do streaming, let's go ahead and do it right now. So if we click on streaming now, Maya found the old lighthouse just after sunrise, when the sea was still silver and the village was barely awake. Inside, every step creaked like it remembered. So the first web audio in 2,000 milliseconds, so literally 2 seconds, you had it. And as you can see here, it's literally streaming in. We can see it in real time streaming. So this is really cool if you've got some kind of interactive agent that you expect a quick response from, and it results in a much quicker and lower latency time. Okay, so let's look at some of the code and how this all works. So if you head over to page, I've broken it down into 5 components. So I'm going to pop this up on the side to make it super simple. Starting with the text to speech. Okay, so the text to speech, if we go over here and jump into the component, it's very, very clean and easy to understand. Okay, so the first example here, you can pretty much see that we've just got a normal form. I'm not going to go through how all of that works, but the main thing is we have an API call. Okay, and this goes to an API endpoint that we've created. And then basically all of our Fish API keys are all on server side. So nothing is being exposed to a client. We basically just pass in the text and the reference ID. The reference ID is the voice ID. And then we go to our API route, which we have inside of our app. So in this case, API, and I've created it at TTS. Okay. So over here now, you can see all we do, guys, is we simply have a post request. We pass the body of the request, and then we simply call getFishAudio text to speech.convert. And this is basically just going ahead and getting the library. So it's just this that we initialize with the SDK and the API key. And then we call text to speech and convert. We just pass in the text, basically the voice ID, and then the format that we expect the response back from. And then we have the Fish backend, which is actually the model. So in this case, you can see backends actually has the different types of models. So speech 1.5, 1.6, Agent 10. But of course, the latest is S2 Pro. And it sounds by far like incredibly good, like you guys just heard. Okay. So once we've done that, we basically just return the audio. Okay. And then we render it out on the front end. Rendering out on the front end, you can see the code for yourself, but effectively that part's very, very simple. Okay. And we do the same thing really as it goes on. So over here, you can see I've actually skipped 2. Okay, so I'll fix that when you guys have the demo. But over on speech to text over here, this one is basically the same thing. We pass an audio file in, and then this one is very, very simple. It just makes an API search to the backend, and then we basically return the responses. So if we look at the speech to text card, the same thing happens very, very simply. We call our backend, we go over to our speech to text endpoint, and here you can see we just do getFishAudio speech to text. So they have a very, very simple API. And this is why I loved it so much, because genuinely, you just call one line of like one snippet of code and you're done. The same for searching, voice search card. Again, we call our API voices backend. So API, we've got the voices backend, and then we go to the route and you can see, look, getFishAudio voices search. And then basically it's will return a results list back to us that we can then go ahead and use. Okay, in this case, that's what we've done here. And then the clone voice, diving into that. And I'm trying to show you all of the examples because we're literally going through all of those, crazy features that could be very, very, seem like they're very complex to go ahead and implement. It's super easy to go ahead and get this working. And I thought it was really cool because imagine the kind of application you can build with this. So even the create clone side of things, API voices, but this one was inside the clone route. And then here again, to clone a voice, it's just that snippet of code. Okay. And remember, they do have a REST API, so you can actually go ahead and make a call to the REST API, and then it can go ahead and do it via just a curl request, for example. But if you are using JavaScript or Python, then I would recommend using an SDK. Right, it's a lot simpler. And also remember the visibility that we set earlier. You can go ahead and toggle that here. So if you're worried that it might become a public voice and so forth, don't worry, you can just change that here. Okay. And then we've even got this enhanced audio quality. So you can feel free to mess around with that as well. See the outcome and see if you like it or not. Okay. And then of course, the most, impressive one that I found was streaming. So streaming can be considered, a quite complex thing if you've never done it before, but it's really not if if you just break it down. Basically, it uses something called a WebSocket to make it work. So if we look down over where we have the stream, we can see here, we have a start transition hook, and this is when we click on the stream audio. So stream speech is on the stream audio button. And then when this is called, we basically have a start transition that kicks off. So that way, while this is happening, it will basically say like loading or streaming. And then we basically are going to set the audio URL to the API route. Okay. So in this case, it's actually quite a nice implementation. So if we look at the audio URL here, we can see that all we do is we just pass that source into audio, which means that we're basically streaming from the API route straight into this audio element, right? Now, if we look at the backend and we see what's actually going on, we can see over at, so I'm just going to close everything. We go into our API we go into TTS, which is text to speech stream, and then route. So when you land in this file, I've gone ahead and created two little helpers. So whether it's a get request or a post request, I've created these helper functions, which basically just do the following. They kind of like neaten things up. So all of the code beforehand is basically how to handle WebSockets. Now, this is not a WebSocket lesson, so I'm not going to go over all of that, which is why I've given you the code. However, the main magic is really happening here. So await, get fish audio, text to speech, convert real time, right? So this is what you want to be passing in. Okay, now in this case, this is exactly what you're going to be sort of streaming and sending to the back end. And this is basically where it sends through the different events. Okay, so these are known as chunks, and basically it's saying whenever we send a chunk or a chunk is ready, it will handle the audio, and that is basically where we pass it into the controller, which is actually what you're seeing get passed down to our component down here. And of course, if you do get stuck, they have all of this explained inside the documentation. So you can actually go over to the documentation, see convert real time, and you can see for yourself, they even have like generator functions you can use and a bunch of other stuff to go ahead and help you out. But I thought it's always nicer to go ahead and actually give you a functioning code snippet so you guys can actually use this in your own apps and actually sort of mess around with it and get a head start. And there we have it, guys. This has been Fish Audio. You guys can come to the landing page and play with it yourself to go ahead and firstly give it a try. This was probably the most kind of aha cool moment. So I really recommend you go and do that. And then sign up, give it a try for yourself. And like I said, use that link in the description and you'll go ahead and get a nice little bonus. And of course, it helps support the channel. So I appreciate that. We actually have been using this internally. So like I mentioned before, when it comes to edits, when it comes to any kind of voiceover, if I've made a mistake, which I always do when I'm shooting videos, because it's just like that, then sometimes basically my editor will go ahead and actually use a snippet of my voice to only cover up a small segment, and yet so far nobody has realized that we do that. And as always, guys, it's your boy Sunny. If you want to see more videos about some cool AI tools and how to leverage AI the best way you possibly can right now, don't forget to go ahead and check out our community down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
हेलो हेलो आशु
बड़ी ही बेसिर पैर चीज है ये मदर इंटेलिजेंस। थोड़ा सा इमोशन, खूब सारी पेशेंस, बेइंतहा प्यार, तगड़ा गुस्सा, बेहिसाब कैर और ढेर सारा डेयर चीज है ये मदर इंटेलिजेंस। कुछ लॉजिक नहीं, कोई एक्सप्लेनेशन नहीं, और इसकी कोर लाइब्रेरी में एक भी मिशन इम्पॉसिबल नहीं। लॉजिक होता तो हम डेटाबेस लेते और इसका भी कोई जीपीटी मॉडल बना देते कि हर जरूरत के लिए बस एक ही वर्ड का प्रॉम्प्ट।
आई,
बा,
मम्मा, अम्मा, बा।
बस एक प्रॉम्प्ट और हमेशा परफेक्ट रिस्पॉन्स। है कोई एआई टू एवर रिप्लेस दिस एमआई? दिस मदर्स डे वी विश टू बी मोर लाइक यू। हर विश के लिए बस one prompt away. Happy Mother's Day. Poonawalla FinCorp, enabling dreams.
First doom. First doom. First doom. First doom. First doom.
Introducing Motorola's signature. Don't blend in, stand out.
Hello, Moto.
For any engineer, it is really essential to have the practical knowledge alongside the research exposure. The students here are exposed to research topic and therefore able to convert those research work into some patents or leading towards some startups as well. Recently, our students have come up with many startups, for example, RAV Tech Labs and Tracheotech, where the students have converted their research work into these startups and products which are successful in the market. This is the degree of difference for students at an IIT university.
First doom. First doom. First doom. First doom. First doom. First doom. First doom.
Need equipment.
First doom.
Help me! Help me! Tons of people here. Tons of people here.
Double takedown.
Good job. Thanks. Need equipment. Thanks. Need equipment.
First doom.
Help me!
First doom. Double takedown. Double takedown.
Need equipment. Help me!
First doom. Help me! Double takedown.
Good job. Resources here. I want it, thanks. Need equipment. Follow me.
Double takedown.
Free Fire India
Heading to supply point. Help me! Help me!
First doom.
Thanks. Need equipment. Need equipment.
Double takedown.
Help me!
Triple takedown.
I need glue wall.
First doom.
Help me! Now into stealth mode. Help me! Watch your back! Now into stealth mode.
Double takedown.
I need glue wall.
Double takedown.
Need equipment.
Double takedown.
Resources here. Need equipment. Resources here. Help me!
First
Help me!
doom. Double takedown. Triple takedown.
Head there. Need equipment.
takedown. First doom. Double takedown. Free Fire India.
It's
Revenge
showtime.
tastes sweeter with superior firepower.
मैं खाता हूँ, लेता हूँ, फिर खाता हूँ।
Head there.
First doom. Double takedown.
Is that all? Disappointing.
Head there.
তোরা জইতে পারি
First doom.
Help me!
Double takedown.
Good job.
Is that all? Disappointing.
Need equipment. Help me!
First doom.
Thanks. Help me!
Double takedown.
Thanks.
Is that all?
Resources here. Resources here. I wanted things. Need equipment. Head there. Resources here. I wanted things.
First doom. Double takedown. Help me! Enemy spotted! First doom!
Enemy spotted. Thanks.
Double takedown! Double takedown!
You know how it works. We fall, we get up, we keep fighting.
Head there.
Head there!
Heading to supply point.
First doom! Enemy here! Enemy spotted! Double takedown!
Resources here. Thanks.
Head there! Go for the airdrop. First doom! Enemy down here! Double takedown!
Is that all?
Resources here.
I need equipment.
Need equipment.
Head there. Thanks. Enemy spotted. First doom.
Head there.
takedown.
Thanks.
Is that all? Disappointing.
Head there. I need equipment. Thanks.
Help me!
First two. Enemy spotted. Enemy here. Double takedown. Double takedown. Enemy spot. Help me. Help me. Double takedown.
Is that all? Disappointing.
Heading to supply point.
First two. Enemy here. Enemy spotted.
Head there.
Double takedown. Triple takedown. takedown.
Thanks.
Is that all? Disappointing.
Skill on cooldown.
First doom.
Enemy spotted. Thanks.
Double takedown. Double takedown. Triple takedown.
Is that all?
Need equipment. Resources here. Thanks. Need equipment. Help me!
First doom.
Help me!
Double takedown. Triple takedown. Double takedown.
Is that all? Disappointing.
Need equipment. Help me!
First doom.
Help me!
Double takedown.
Is that all?
Resources here. Resources here. Need equipment. Need equipment. Resources here.
First doom.
Thanks. Help me!
Free Fire is...
Revenge tastes sweeter with superior firepower.
Head there. Help me!
Double takedown.
Thanks.
Triple takedown.
Is that all? Disappointing.